So I made a video on TikTok, right? Pretty much just telling people that Starlink devices are discounted and now is a good time to grab a Starlink device. The video blew up and I've been getting quite a number of questions about using the Starlink in Jamaica. I do own a Starlink that is in the country where I'm at now. I'm based in Kingston. So I'm gonna show you guys how to set up, what the setup is like, and what the experience has been like so far. So let's go. So the first thing that we're going to show you, we're going to show you the dish. So now I'm gonna have to go up. Hold on, this is bright. Alright, that's better. So now walk up on a ladder and see if I can show you guys what's up. Alright, so as you can see, at my parents' house we have, gradually been moving to more sustainable energy. For one, currently there's no electricity here, right? Currently there's no electricity here, and that's from the passage of Hurricane Melissa. And this is very typical after a hurricane or a breeze blow. That's it, we lose power. And also to save on some money, we went into getting some solar. Alright, so first thing first, we have the standard dish, right? So this is a Starlink standard. As you can see, we don't have a mount from Starlink that is suggested, but we make use of what we have to keep it secure. So we have two blocks over here, and we have some wire that runs across it. It doesn't really interfere with the signal. We do get some solid signal from that. So this is the first thing. So the first thing, you're gonna have the dish, right? And I'm gonna show you the rest of it. The next part is the router. So there's two parts of this system, which is the standard system, and I'll show you the mini system as well. So for the standard, you just want to place it in an area where, hold on. Alright, so what you want to do, you want to place this in an area where it has very good visibility of the sky. Alright, so you don't want to place it under a tree or place it in an area where trees are to the side of the house and blocking it. Everybody's house is different, but you can just find an area where it is pointing to the sky and it has clear view of the sky. Because if you don't know how it works, what Starlink is basically satellite internet, right? And in order to get the internet, you need to be able to connect to these satellites that are orbiting the Earth and passing Jamaica or wherever you are at different intervals, right? So it is constantly trying to connect to various satellites that are passing by. Cool? So that's where it works. So it needs to connect so it can send data and it can receive data all at the same time, right? So we are in an era now where this has been made possible, I guess, pioneering by Starlink. You're gonna have a few more companies popping up, but for now, that's pretty much how it works. All right, let's go. We're gonna go back downstairs. Alright, so I'm not sure if you can see it from the dish. Where it comes down. This one comes down from the dish. We put it in a slot in the wall, and then we set it inside. It's actually my parents' room. It's a little setup here, not to be confused. Alright, so what happens now? You have this cable, right, that is coming from the dish outside and plugs into here. So it plugs into here. Also, this router is powered by this cable, right, which is this brick. Cool? Alright, following me? In order for the dish that's on the roof to be powered, this has to be plugged in, because not only does it send data through this cable, it also sends the power for that dish. So you'll need this router to be connected and powered, so the dish upstairs can be powered as well. Alright, so after you place the dish up top with a good view and you connect it to your router, it's all plugged in, it's gonna boot up, right? And then from there now, you're gonna want to go into the Starlink app. Link a video from here that I did before on how to set up. The setup for the standard and the setup for the mini is pretty much the same thing, right? Pretty much the same thing. So you just want to fire this, then you're good to go with the setup. You're gonna add the video here and place it in right now. So once you have the app, what you need to do is to click Start Setup, and if you have the standard, set the standard. If you have the mini, you can select the mini. So once you select that, it's going to ask you to place the Starlink outside so you can get a clear view of the sky. Once you do that, then you click I have a clear view. It will ask you to find the central location from which you are going to use the Starlink. Then select I have a central location. You will then be prompted to select the Starlink Wi-Fi network. So just go into your phone and connect to the Starlink network. From there, you'll get a notification that it is paired successfully. The Starlink will take some time to calibrate and figure out the best orientation for it to work best and connect to the satellites. Just give it some time. You may also be prompted to download any software update it before you start using for best results. The app will also show you if there are any obstructions, and it will show you a 3D diagram of the connection it has, and if it needs to be realigned, then it will tell you as well. Next, you will be prompted to configure the Wi-Fi, and from here you just need to set a Wi-Fi name of your choice and set a password that you remember, and if you choose to share. This will take about a minute or so just give it some time to get set up. Once that is done, you need to reconnect your phone to the new network. After sitting for a few minutes, you can see that we have way more connections than we did when we just started. So just give it some time so you can get the maximum connections. The Starlink app also gives you the option to do a speed test, so you can check the internet speed, your download speed, and the upload speed at any given time and for any amount of time that you wish. Once you do that, you're pretty much good to go, pretty much set up. Alright, so what you can see here now is you see a few more cables coming out. So in the middle here, you have, if you see, so in the middle now here, you have two Ethernet ports. Alright, so currently this Starlink device is actually serving two households. It is my household and my uncle's house, which is close by. For now, the network is not fully set up how we want it as yet, but for now we have one Ethernet cable that's running from here over to his house, and then now for this Ethernet cable, this cable now runs to a separate router that is in our house. Alright, so the reason why I have a separate router, is that really and truly the Wi-Fi signal from this is not the strongest, and we have concrete blocks in Jamaica in terms of concrete walls, right? So signal doesn't penetrate as easy. So therefore, what we've done is I've gotten a TP Deco router, which is part of a mesh router system. It tries to connect at least two devices to create the mesh network. So currently we don't really need it because the house is not that big, and I think each Deco router is able to, each Deco router is able to connect or to cover about 2,500 square feet. So let me show you the setup for that. Yeah, right here now is where we have the router. So this is the TP Deco, and so from this now we're able to pick up Wi-Fi from pretty much big up money anywhere in the house, and even outside now. So that's a setup that you can also consider if you're not getting the signal that you want. Speed test, so you guys can see the type of speeds that I am currently getting. So it fluctuates throughout the day at different times depending on how many persons are connected and that kind of stuff. As you can see, the speed fluctuates up and down, but in the ballpark figure of here, at times I'm getting up to like 300 megabytes per second, 250 megabytes per second. So but this is fine, it's not bad, decent ping rate as well. Alright, so some frequently asked questions. Is it waterproof? Yes, it is. Just been outside, there's no problem. We're in fall with it, it's fine. If you can have it a little bit elevated so it's not in a puddle of water, then I think that should be good as well. What other questions do I get? Does the mini work just the same? Yes, so for the mini you can also have a similar setup, but with the mini there's no router. So if you're going to place it on the roof, you may need to either connect a separate router, or what you can do is just put it at a location where you're able to pick up the signal from the mini as well, because the mini serves as the router as well as the dish. So you don't want it too far away, versus the standard where you can put it on the roof and then you can run the router somewhere else in the house. and we can set up. So that's one question. If there are any other questions, you can let me know. Drop them in the comment section, and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. Yeah, so that's pretty much the setup that we have here in country, rural Manchester. Usually my phone don't work. When I'm here. So I don't have internet and that kind of stuff. So I decided to invest in the Starlink system, and it has been working well so far. Like, I could not do here. Like, I couldn't be here right now and say I'm going to watch some YouTube video or something. I'm sure something. So right now I can go on YouTube right now and I can load up a video. Look how quickly this loads. Look how quickly this load up. You understand? So for things like that, loading videos, watching videos, video calls, works quite well. I'm not sure. I haven't done any gaming on it as yet because I don't have any gaming system here, but I think it should be fine. The ping is relatively decent, relatively good actually. So I don't think that should be a problem. If you're going to game on it, live stream, I think that should be fine as well. One day I'm gonna come and do a test live stream so you guys can see what it is. But so far, the results have been good. Been able to, share the internet with persons in the surrounding areas. People come, if they need to use the Wi-Fi, I can share it. So for example, now where there's no electricity, the phone signal was already bad, and kids have started going back to school. So when they're doing the homework and stuff like that, they can come here and they can use the internet. So it has been something good, something positive. So this is just another solution. If you don't have flow or digital in the ear like I do, you can get something like this. All right. So I can show you guys what the mini setup is like, using it as a portable internet solution as well. So that's it.